What is up? It's the legendary gamer Hannah Kaji here, and we're back with Dragon Ball episode 110. And holy crap, I'm behind by 2 episodes. I've been playing too much Junkenstein's Revenge. I'm grinding for the achievements, and not gonna happen. Anyway, we finally this is the episode of the new transformation, Ultra Instinct Goku. I call it Ultra Stagged Ass Transformation Goku. Honestly, this transformation, by far, in my opinion, is probably the worst, laziest transformation in forever. This transformation is similar to how it was in the Android 13 saga. Was it just called Android 13, or was there something more to that name? I don't know. But well, it's simple. Like the episode is he absorbed Spirit Bomb to gain the power, which is something that they already did. Now they make it a canon. They brought back that canon. Anyway, after this massive explosion, after they were fighting back and forth, like they continued onward, it basically imploded itself, similar to like a star does when it explodes. Like turns like a dark hole. Goku was stuck there and basically exploded, and he was gone. Goku was gone, and they thought that that Goku was dead. They even said Jiren should be disqualified because he did definitely kill Goku. However, since this was Goku's own attack that was thrown back at him, he basically killed himself. So Jiren was safe, and as the clown god Belmont bowed respectfully, he bowed respectfully, and Goku was gone. They couldn't sense him. He was gone. Even Beerus was surprisingly worried that Goku was not coming back. Like he was gone, and unfortunately, Universe 11 plans assumptions of the whole. Once you eliminate Goku, everyone will be like, "Oh, losing the will to fight." No, this basically inspired multiple people to fight, including they all lost it. They lost it, but no, even Universe 3's robots, Ribrine, and Awan, they're just ready up for a fight to fight Jiren. Like they didn't lose their will to fight; they just fight. And of course, they say weakening. And they all thought Goku was gone. Even they're about to they're about to press Goku. And finally, Goku appeared out of nowhere with a new form that, it was alright. It was weird looking and all that stuff. And though it didn't yet explain how where did Goku come from, like what happened to Goku in the first place. Like he was gone, now he's here. Didn't really explain all that to me. I'm still curious of how Goku actually came back. They didn't explain it even after the end of this whole episode. Goku still doesn't know either, and neither do we know. All we know is that Goku basically absorbed the Spirit to gain a really powerful boost that broke out of the outer shell, like we said, and gave him extra potential. And this one thing I don't like about this is Goku's personality changes a lot, and he does the whole it's kind of like a cliche where you're like so powerful that you don't have any emotions out of it. It's kind of cliche, but it's not really Goku's style. Which one of the reasons I don't like the transformation, it was just not Goku's style. And it just felt like really weird. Like we described it as Ultra Instinct, which made all the other gods like really like nervous, because this was something that's really hard even for the gods themselves to master. Ultra Instinct. Well, at this state, Goku is basically can his body moves how it's basically a callback to like a while back after like Goku's training. Like you have to your body has to have his mind of its own or something. It moves. So basically, Goku can keep up with hit, and even grazes him a bit, which is a sign, basically a good sign at this point. And the epic music plays, and the whole Goku versus Jiren fight becomes epic. Everyone wondering how Goku got this strong, and even the Universal Counter-Strike, the Joker-looking one, is worried too. Like he has his head hold up the entire majority of the episode, like just like that one motion. And basically, Goku can keep up with Jiren, and he even just gets rid of like Topo and Basil. Not Basil. what was his name? I forgot what was the other guy's name. But Jiren's like let him handle it on his own, and they start this epic fight. It even shows us that part of the fight that was in the opening, new opening of Super. You know, the whole like Goku and Jiren fighting, like right at the very beginning. Everyone's even what one of the things I find most about weird about this form is it's just like it comes out of nowhere. Like Goku gets this unbelievable strength, and it's just not well like executed to a point. Like I don't like it. Goku just gets up. Yes, he did use the city or something, which now they made it canon. But in my opinion, it's just like always you need another transformation, another transformation. And eventually, Goku managed to land the blow on Jiren, knocking him down, and also with a Kamehameha too. I call it an Ultra Kamehameha, patent pending. Well, there was Super Kamehameha, I was doing an Ultra Kamehameha, and they noticed that Goku has like put out some heat. He, I, it's kind of similar. Reminds me of One Piece, of Luffy's little third gear thing. It's like your body's like overheating. It's like honestly, bodies and machines are really like when they get repaired, like you get it fixed, you run on energy, and if you're putting too much pressure, energy, and all that stuff, power, you overheat. Similar to what Goku is going through. He's like simple. Humans and machines are really alike in that way. So Goku overheats. Goku using too much power, and it's like overheating his body. And Goku has to do one more final attack so he can beat Jiren, but one punch is not going to be enough for Jiren. Come on, it's just Jiren. You didn't really do much damage to him. This isn't like Android 13 bullshit. And then the reason why Android 13 I hated and hated how the movie ended. It's simple. It's simple how the movie ended. It was just one punch. And same with Android 13. Like you get this weird transformation and you basically own him. One thing I like about Jiren is, yeah, that's not gonna work that time. The whole one punch, like it may work on movies, but it won't work on the show. And Jiren even says he's at his limits. And there's no he has a limit. He's probably like your power just reaches his limit how far it can go, and it just blasts him back. And just then the hit comes in and attacks him, knowing that you are most exposed when you're finishing off in a person, which is true, which is true. Like you need your full focus to finish off a person. So, but then even Vado say that even he doesn't have that weakness. Like this shows how this is why I'm talking about like super. While Saiyans rely on transformation and stuff, Hit and Jiren use the full aspects of what a fight is. Like you don't get stronger with just like powering. You get stronger by like by improving yourself and bettering your fighting styles and remove all the weaknesses. That's why Jiren is a really amazing fighter. So is Hit. They're used to training. I'm not sure what his training was. Jiren's probably more intense, but I'm not sure what his training was. But I wish I didn't know more about his backstory. Jiren maybe, but his far more interesting than Jiren. So we probably will be getting a next episode. We're probably going to be getting a fight between Hit and Jiren. I have seen it a lot Hit versus Jiren, so it's going to be an interesting fight. I'm going to get this episode as fast as I possibly can, but during the work, it's just very hard to find on the time of day schedule. Honestly, I just think this episode, this episode was not interesting. I did not like this episode at all. It was hyped up, but it's just a lame transformation, really. Yeah, we got another transformation, Ultra Instinct. The name is catchy, and it does mean what it is. It's not a bad name for it. It's just Ultra Super Saiyan, Kaioken, Infinite, whatever. Ultra Instinct just makes more sense, or Spirit Goku, whatever. But above all, Ender 13. I never liked what he did with Ender 13, so I would not like what he was doing with this one. It's just not a good transformation. Yes, Goku was strong, but it's just a pointless transformation. A lot of people out there know like that was probably one of Goku's worst transformations. I think this is Goku's worst transformation. Period. because they got it right away. They used a movie mechanic which didn't help it because it was a worst way to win a fight. And I like the fact that they didn't actually finish Jiren off because it would have been really dumb if Jiren were to lose that quickly. Come on, man, this dude trained like so hard just not to get beaten so easily. Now, Hit and Jiren is going to be probably an amazing fight since these are two actual fighters, not relying on power rather than skill and improvement of yourself, which is going to be an excellent fight. And it looks like from it that Jiren is fast enough for time skip, which means like if your senses are faster enough, you can probably break through time skip because of your senses. And we can't forget what happened with Goku and Frieza. Now, there's no way Frieza's gonna kill Goku right there because you'd be disqualified if you do. There's a worst case scenario that's probably what's gonna happen, and they're gonna do the Krillin and Vegeta thing where they damage him highly enough so it triggers the Zenkai boost. Actually, if they bring back Zenkai boost, that once again proves how bad it is. They're trying to get Goku to the upper level. And I'm like, they may make room from Gohan because probably Gohan's gonna be one of the final people that beat in, and it'd probably be the one who matches Jiren. But honestly, it's just like, how does Gohan even get to a level that surpasses three of the transformation Goku has? I don't really buy it that much. Well, he did hold himself to blue with this Ultra, which again doesn't make sense. Just the power level is just really confusing. Yeah, overall, I didn't like this episode. Just really a bad transformation, and you just basically need it, even though it didn't go anywhere. I'm like, okay, there it is. Like you just forced this on us. Like, the only Goku who's gonna actually have a chance with Jiren was with that transformation, but like it didn't even work. I'm just curious. I'm more curious about what that was the next step with Hit and Jiren and what Frieza would probably do. Anyway, if you like this video, please like and subscribe. I do videos when I can, because I have a lot of stuff planning right now. I'm trying to catch up to Super, so I'm like I have to like start being more like efficient. Anyway, this has been Ken of a Remember, I'm not OP. I'm just that good. See you.
It's time to jump up in the air. Jump up, don't be scared. Jump up.